welcome to another video. My name is Tori. I'm a 28-year-old work from home mom. I'm actually on my second to last week of maternity leave, which I will get into. I have a 2-year-old who is currently at daycare, and I have a 4-month-old who's playing on her play mat. You're playing with your purple monkey. She has been playing and so interactive over the last few weeks. It's so crazy how much she's turning into a baby and not just a little newborn. I mean, she's 4 months, so she's not a newborn, but it's still so crazy. Playing with her piano, looking at herself in the mirror, holding toys and bringing them to her mouth. She's growing up so much. It's actually crazy. But anyway, we're currently in her room, which I don't hang out in a lot because when my oldest is home, we're usually in the playroom or downstairs or outside, and I don't get to just hang out in my youngest daughter's room, which I love so much. If you haven't seen the nursery tour, go watch that. I put a lot of love into this room, and I'm just so excited to spend more time in it, and I'll be able to spend more time in it now that my oldest is going to daycare. All right, hold on, I gotta change this one's diaper. All right, we're back and we're clean. Yeah, so my oldest is at daycare right now. It's only her second week, so it's definitely been an adjustment. Last week, I would say, went well. She cried a little bit on and off, apparently. 2 out of the 3 days she was there, but she recovered well. She did okay with drop-offs. And so I would say last week went well. I have heard, however, that the second week when they realize oh, this is a thing I'm going to be doing, does not go as well. I was nervous going into today, and drop-off went horribly. She was screaming, she was crying, and I just kind of had to be I love you, see you later, which is the advice of every teacher, childcare worker, parent. They're say a quick goodbye and leave. Don't sneak out, but you do need to make it quick. So of course that broke my heart. I hope she recovers well and is able to enjoy some of her time there. I'm hoping she's not crying the entire time she's there. I've not heard from them yet, so hopefully things go well. I actually have to go get her in about an hour, so this morning has already flown by, which they say happens. But yeah, if you haven't seen my daycare prep video, she will only go 3 days a week for half a day, and then I'll pick her up after lunch. She'll come home and nap, and then she'll finish the rest of her day home with us. And then the other 4 days of the week, she'll be home with us the whole day, as normal. But I'm hoping it works out. I'm hoping she starts to adjust a little bit better over the next couple of weeks, because I go back to work in less than 2 weeks, and it'd be really great if mornings and drop-offs were fairly easy, because I need to be able to focus on work. This morning has just been a whirlwind between drop-off, and we have been sick. She came home her first day off from her first week of daycare last week. She was incredibly sick. We got a pretty bad virus, sore throat, stuffy nose, cough, just really bad. Doing a lot better today. I ended up keeping her home from daycare yesterday just to give her 1 more day to recover. She's doing a lot better today. But yeah, that's been a huge life change. Along with that, we've been trying to get this little one on a schedule so that it makes it easier for me to be able to plan meetings when I'm back at work. Obviously, the other life change is me going back to work. That's going to happen in a couple of weeks, but we did have another big life change start this week, which I have not been talking about, but I'm finally able to share a few of the details. He started to apply and look for jobs, and a little over 2 weeks ago, he got a job offer at a company and brand I'm so excited about. You guys, I'm so excited about it. I've already gotten some perks from it, which I've already given hints on, and I will continue to give hints on. But I don't know if I want to say the company or brand just yet. Let's wait and see how things pan out. But yeah, very exciting news. So his first day was yesterday. This job is a great step in the right direction for his career. It's very excited about that. However, the huge caveat is it is 9 to 6 rather than 9 to 5, which I'd never heard of. And it is in office 3 days a week. Prior to this, he was only going in once a week to the city, and now he's going to be going in 3 days a week to the city, which I'm from North Jersey, so the city to us is New York City. And it's about an hour and a half commute one way to his job. So he's going to be commuting about 3 hours a day, 3 days a week, and then he has to be there between 9 to 6. So he's going to have really long days. And so am I, because the 3 days a week he's in office. I will be alone with the kids from the time they wake up to the time they're in bed. So it's sad because Zach literally won't see the girls 3 days a week. and also because I will have to be solo parenting 3 days a week, and also in 2 weeks working from home. So it'll be a lot for me to adjust to, a lot for Zach to adjust to, a lot for the girls to adjust to. It's gonna be a crazy adjustment, and doing that and also having to work is going to be a crazy adjustment, but I know we'll find our routine. I know we'll find what works best for us, but it's gonna be a tough ride. So anyway, that's great news, but oh my gosh, she just spit up. This is all happening in the span of 1 month. Since I have to go get Addie in less than an hour, I wanted to pop over to Five Below to see if they have one of those knockoff bog bags. I don't care about the brand. I want something like that for beach days and for like a quick grab and go bag for when we're playing in the backyard, so I can just grab it with all of our sunscreen and stuff. Obviously waterproof, they're super easy to clean. You can literally just hose it down. So anyway, I'm gonna load her up. We're gonna head to Five Below really quick, run and get Addie afterwards. The rest of this video is just gonna be a little bit of a scattered couple days in my life. And I figured, you know, this is my second to last week of maternity leave, so I might as well bring you guys along with me for that. Let me load her up in the car and we'll be on our way. I simply had to switch to a ponytail. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. Okay. Hi, little lady. Okay, so just now when my stroller came crashing down on my leg, that really hurt, but I had to play it off because there were people watching. But that really hurt. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, here's a little tour of my bag. Oh, I need to cut this. I have the towel. I have bug spray, sunscreen, face sunscreen. I have this water table pump that I need to bring outside because I just charged it. I have both of the girls' sun hats. I have Addie's water because I do plan on taking her out today. Otherwise, that won't be like a permanent fixture. And there's still like a ton of space. Here's Addie's backpack. Isn't it so cute? $1,001. Here's her milk. It feels like she didn't really drink a whole lot of it, which is interesting. All that's in here is a change of clothes and extra diapers. So she was like, yeah, you'll need a backpack. And then all I put in the backpack is a change of clothes, extra diapers, and her lunchbox. So makes me feel like I didn't really need a backpack, but we'll need one eventually, so it's fine. Moment of truth. Let's see how much food she ate. She ate a good amount of mac and cheese. Looks like she ate none of her applesauce. Her snack was this applesauce pouch and 3 muffins and raspberries. Looks like all of the raspberries are still in here, and I threw out one of the muffins when I went to go pick her up, and she didn't eat any of it. So it looks like she didn't eat snack. Ate all of her blueberries, most of her Cheerios, maybe a couple of bites of her tractor wheel. This is not, and she didn't really eat breakfast either. I mean, it could be because she's still sick. It could be because she was upset at daycare. Definitely getting this later for her snack at home. I need to contact Pottery Barn because this is only the 4th time she's used this, and the dangly thing is gone. Like, and her little dangly thing that's here is gone. They give updates on like how the kids are doing. They send pictures, but the teacher does it during nap, and so we don't get them until she's already home with us. Little one is up, so I'm going to tend to her, clean up the house a little bit, and I'll be back later. I've got stickers on this. Here you go. Have spit up on me. Hannah is in some kind of weird mood, probably because she's still not feeling great. She's been like cluster feeding and like sleeping a lot. She's like is acting normal. So I'm not actually concerned. I think she's just still recovering from being sick. But Zach will be home earlier than he normally will today because today is the NBA Finals, and they let everyone go home early because it's happening in New York, so it's making like the trains insane because it's at Madison Square Garden and Penn Station is beneath Madison Square Garden, if you didn't know that. So he was able to go home early. So he will be home before the girls go to bed. We'll even get to eat dinner together and take a little walk together before dinner. And of course Daisy. And then we'll come back and have dinner. I need to clean the part out. We have a sink full of dishes. I'll do all the cleaning, but I leave the dishes for Zach at the end of the day, and he didn't do the dishes last night, so I have a stack of dishes. It's starting to smell a little bit, honestly. So he's definitely got to do them tonight. That is not safe. Did you guys see that? Oh, my house is a wreck. A wreck. Everything is sticky. There's crumbs everywhere. Did you just put a sticker in your mouth? Okay. We have entered a stage of toddlerhood that I was warned wouldn't happen until she was closer to 3. The three-nager stage, except for she just turned 2. So, I don't know what that means for me. But I'm terrified. Get down. Oh. Period. She's standing on the table. Okay. I'll be back later. We're clearly having a little bit of a moment. So. New bag, fully in action. Definitely gonna need this right now. I got my fan to keep us nice and cool. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear us, but Zach is getting back a little bit later than I thought because I asked him to stop home to get lemons, and instead of going to the grocery store on the way home, he's going to the one out of the way so that he can go to get gas, whatever. So we just had to go outside for like my own sanity to get us out of there. So far, I like the new bag. I think it'll come in handy for sure. Anyway, we're gonna be out here hanging out for probably like 30 minutes. And then Zach's gonna come home. We're gonna go on a family walk. We're gonna come back. We're gonna eat dinner. And then I'm gonna clean the house. Because this is driving me, the inside of my house right now, it's driving me insane. This lighting is atrocious. I made Addie's lunch for daycare tomorrow, in case you're curious. Thinly sliced apple slices with cinnamon. 3 homemade muffins. This is snack, okay? But I have blueberries, Cheerios, and then back here I have homemade tractor wheels, which if you don't know what tractor wheels are, they're like, I don't know how to explain them, but like kind of muffin-esque from Once Upon a Farm, but they're expensive, and they went stale pretty easily, which is interesting because they're individually wrapped. Anyway, so I wanted to make them homemade anyway because it was cheaper. She like doesn't really eat them when she goes to daycare, but then when she comes home, she eats them. So I don't know why she avoids them at daycare. Anyway, so 2 tractor wheels, blueberries, Cheerios, and then this is mac and cheese with corn and carrots in it. She eats it up because I freeze them, so I defrost them in this baggie, and then I'm gonna put it in here, and then they'll heat it up, and then they'll take this out, put it on a paper plate, or put it back in here, and for when she eats it. I feel bad giving them that work of like heating up her food, but like she said it was like no big deal, so that's what we're doing. So this is her lunch, and that's her snack. Yeah, Zach is upstairs trying to get the baby down. She is just like not a good sleeper. It hasn't really affected me mentally just yet, and I don't know if it will once I'm back at work. It's been tough. It's not even about being tired because like I'm just used to being tired at this point. It's more just about like I don't get a break. Like, I get maybe 30 minutes with my husband a day, maybe, if we're lucky. So it's been tough. That's a whole other tangent I could go on. Zach and I have a date day planned because we're going to my friend's wedding. Shout out Sydney. And I was thinking about it and how excited I was for the wedding, but also to like be alone with my husband for more than 30 minutes at night when we're both exhausted. Gee, when's the last time we had a date? The last time we had a date night will have been before Christmas in December. I think it was like December 22nd or something like that. It'll have been nearly 8 months by the time we end up getting a date. And I feel like the general consensus is just like, suck it up, you're a parent, you don't get dates. Unless you're counting when I was in the hospital after having Hannah, which apparently some people count as a break. That's a little tangent for tonight. That's kind of like a big reason behind our motivation to make our screen and porch a little nicer and fix the screens and put up Beaster lights and like change out the light fixture that's back there and make it like more of like a cute vibe, because we don't get to go on dates or have like dinner out, just the two of us. So we want to be able to do that in our own backyard at home. So anyway, enough of me complaining about that. So anyway, I'm going to edit a little bit while I wait for Zach to come back downstairs, and yeah, that's it for today. It was a very hectic day. Even though it was hectic, I still feel like I kept my cool pretty well, so shout out to me. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm here. Why are you sad? Okay. Hey, baby. Well, good morning. Yesterday was a hard morning. Today, somehow harder. I'm at a loss. I really am. Addie woke up at 5:30 this morning, and Zach and I were like, what is going on? Why is she up? She did not go back to sleep. I don't even really want to go into the details, but let's just say drop off was extremely difficult and like the worst it's ever been. I was like, I work from home, so if you need me to come get her, I'll come get her early. And I just want her to have a good day and for everything to turn around. But we went on a walk. It was already like, it's so humid, and it's gonna be 90 degrees today and tomorrow. This little girl is gonna do some tummy time, and then I'm gonna feed her. I'm gonna try to remember to do this, but anything that I'm linking on Amazon from now on is going to be an affiliate link, so I can potentially earn commission. I haven't fully figured it out yet, so if you click on any of the links and buy anything from Amazon that I've linked down below, I think I'm gonna earn a commission from it. Obviously, I have to be upfront about that. I need to actually add a disclaimer to all of my descriptions now, because I gotta let you guys know. But like, I know you guys don't know me in person. I'm not gonna promote, link, or anything like that of products that I don't like and use. That's just not who I am. So if I link something, it's because I like it, it's because I'm using it. That if I earn any money, it might be like legitimately pennies. So I'm not making big bucks from this, but I thought it would be interesting to start doing that. I do eventually want to be able to have an Amazon storefront, but I need to gain a little bit more of a following from that. We'll see. I don't know. I'm trying. Listen, if I'm going to link it, I might as well just make it an affiliate link, you know? Alright, well anyway, Hannah needs to do some tummy time because I gotta feed her because we gotta get on the road. I wanted to set up, it's gonna be so hot today, and Addie just had a rough morning, so I want to set up her splash pad for her when she wakes up from her nap. It's 11:25. I should probably leave in the next 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go get the splash pad and take a look at it and see what it entails and what it looks like. This is my first time opening it and looking at it too. Wow, this is bigger than I thought. That's cute. That's cute. I will link this down below. I think this was from Amazon. Let's see, I'm assuming you just attach the hose to it, right? All right, we're back inside. I just tested it out. That was so easy to set up, like, thank God. All right, we're back. I just put Addie down. I just wanted to quickly come on here and say that she did so well, apparently. I came there, she wasn't crying. She seemed fine. She was eating her lunch. It's so funny. I think she's just a really slow eater because every time I go, she's like either the last kid or one of the last kids to be sitting at the table still eating. And all the other kids stay for the full day. So they're all like laying down in their cots, like trying to go to sleep. And I have to go in there and like, I feel bad because I think I like disrupt everybody. But like they said it was fine. Like the timing of me getting her at noon. I think today went well. So I'm very happy about that. I'll be back later. Very happy that she did well. So we made it back in one piece. It's mommy's new contraption. Okay, we gotta get your shoes. Dear Lord. Go ahead. You try. How cool is that? Wow. I'm gonna enjoy the time outside with Addie, try to get her comfortable in the splash pad. And then I wanna bring them in at around 5:30-ish for Hannah's nap and for, I need to make dinner tonight on top of everything else, so. It is 6 o'clock now. It's gonna be a hectic rest of the night. I have to do bedtime, finish cooking dinner, feed the girls, get them ready for bed, and all by myself because Zach won't get home until after they're in bed. And after they're in bed, we will have survived the first week of Zach not being home 3 days out of the week and me having to solo parent. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed these couple of chaotic days in my life on maternity leave. They definitely were not polished. I looked a hot mess the whole time, but they're realistic, so what can I say? And come back for the next video.